it's day 2 and we've left the old town of Damascus and we've driven about 20 minutes out and you've brought me to a Palestinian refugee camp.
Yeah.
Why, Yasser? Why?
Well, I brought you to see this place. It's one of 3 camps, 13,000 Palestinians living here. And you see, it's from the lowest and poorest areas in Damascus.
Jaramana camp houses just a fraction of the 400,000 Palestinian refugees who have fled here since the 1948 Arab-Israeli war.
This black tube you see there,
the wires?
Yeah, the wires. It's not electricity, but it's water. And this is the way how the water goes from house to house.
The UN monitors these camps and the poor struggle to survive on its $10 per month per family. But it is trying to educate the young with the hope they will one day find jobs and leave the camp.
My name is Isaiah.
Your name is Isaiah. Do you speak English, Isaiah?
Yes.
But many families are scared of their children moving away.
And here's a house of Fatima, and she's Palestinian. She has been born here in the camp, and she was married, but her husband died 2 years ago, and she's her daughter. She was small? Tabarak. Her name is Tabarak, and she's 6 years old. She goes to school, and this is the son, Muhammad, 5 years old.
Does she think her daughter or son will grow up and live in this camp for their lives?
She doesn't want them to leave the camp.
She doesn't want them to
No,
leave?
she doesn't want to leave
Why
the camp.
not?
ليش لا?
يعني إحنا متعودين على الخليج.
She got used to the camp, and she had never tried the life out of the camp since she was in their age.
Thank you for having us
شكرا كثير.
in your home. Thank you.
Almost everyone here has refused to be resettled. They will leave, they say, if it means going home.
He might be born here, but his land is in Palestine.
Does he think he'll get there?
تعتقد انه رح ترجع لهني؟
طبعا املي هذا.
He's sure that this is his
لا
hope.
وجود له.
And if somebody has no hope, he's not exist.
As the men went to Friday prayers, we left for Sitsanab, a suburb known for one of the world's most important Shiite mosques and where Iraqis have been fleeing to since the 1991 war. 400,000 Iraqi refugees are in Syria, but they're considered much better off than the Palestinians. More money, education, and passports to come and go as they please.
So I used to stay here for a while before the war, but there was no all these Iraqi cafes as you see.
We met 15-year-old Mortata. He left Baghdad 3 years ago and has had to give up school.
He told me that he get something like $4 per day.
$4 per day.
$4 US per day, and he immediately give it in the night to his father.
So the family needs the money.
Yeah, the family needs the money.
Mortata's customer said he was too sick to work.
عايش عندي هناك أولادي يودون لي مصاري.
بالعراق.
بالعراق.
His children in Iraq send him money.
With Syria's struggling economy, many Iraqis here want the UN to move them to countries where there are more jobs. This Iraqi made it to Australia.
So are you in Surfers Paradise?
Yeah. I love it.
You're doing very well.
As we joked about the Gold Coast, a man of far less fortune emerged.
Just a moment.
كم واحد ماتوا بالعراق؟
54 واحد.
54 persons of his family died in Iraq, and this is him in the journal, and this is the only one left from his family.
He said his family home was bombed, and he wanted to show us where he lived now.
She's his daughter, and that's the way she sleeps.
كلهم عملاء ضياء أمريكا وإسرائيل وبريطانيا.
As the war in Iraq continues, more of their countrymen will flee here. All are survivors of war, and some are from the old regime. We found ourselves in a hideaway basement, trying to raid the studio of a heavy metal band.
Police!
In Syria, they call this music satanic. Hey! We may have come to the wrong place.
This is Amir. He is the bass player. This This pretty boy here is Muhammad. He is the guitar player. This is Sam, the drummer. He is the cool guy of the band. I am a professional singer, and I'm the mother of these boys. Yeah, he is.
Dimensions play funk, rock and heavy metal, but the most rebellious thing about them isn't their loud Western music.
What are your parents?
Well, my parents, they have problems with just the long hair, so because all people got a short hair, so you are the only one. This is the big deal.
Ahmed's hair's short, he's in the army, but that didn't stop his mother giving him grief.
I went home and my mother wanted something classic.
Like Mon Amour or...
And I kept playing and she said, "You are hopeless."
Sam's only recently won his parents' approval.
He brought this new drum and he was so happy with it, but he couldn't take it home because of his dad. So he took it to another place that he had to pay. This generation needs support. Actually, they have great things to say that are not evil.
The 48 crew aren't bad either, just terrible show-offs.
This is the people who's from the Syrian Catholic Church in Jaramana, and they are celebrating the Great Friday.
Great Friday.
Great Friday.
Good Friday?
Like Good Friday, whatever.
I like that though.
And yeah, you see all the people, the Christians, he's like gathered together, and they walk all over the town, holding candles.
For Christians, the candle flame represents the presence of God in their lives, and here they're free to celebrate their faith in this country of mainly Sunni Muslims.
And the Muslims respect these special dates of Christians. They even congratulate them. Like you see, after this speech they're going to have now, they go and visit each other, and even the Muslims as well, they go to the Christians and visit them and like show respect and congratulating them.
So they've got the wreath there, which is a symbol of Jesus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that part of it, or is that just a
No,
traffic
it's
jam?
not part of it. He's just complaining.
We drove back to the Old Town, where a larger Catholic gathering was also commemorating Good Friday, the most important and sombre day of the Christian year. Their procession symbolises the night Jesus walked the streets before being crucified by the Romans, and the journey of all Christian souls to their God. Most Christians believe that Jesus is the Son of their God, and he rose from death on Easter Sunday, which is marked by great celebration. But for me, perhaps the strongest symbolism was this. Side by side, Muslims and Christians openly expressing their religious freedoms. And in this ancient city, that hasn't always been the case. The future of Syria will no doubt see other freedoms pursued by the next generation. The youth here truly want the world to know what their country is all about. And they have more time in which to do it than me.
Well, we started in the Old Town. We're finishing our 48 hours in the Old Town. I'm exhausted. And it's all your fault.
It was a colorful day. We hope that we have gave like fully picture about Damascus. You think so?
Well, I don't live here. Do you think so?
I think so.
Excellent. We gotta get some sleep.
Also sleep deprived, but together, are Abude and Nadim, the proud parents of son Nawar.